Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Net Nobody 2 channel. I'm back with another damn video with my brother. I know we said we're gonna do another ranking video like down the road from the other Hornets trips, but we just forgot. We just got busy or whatever, right? We just got busy, right? And finally, this is actually November 2nd. We're filming this November 2nd for our final rankings of Halloween Horror Nights. Honestly, it was a good event. Would you rather last year's event or this year's event?
It was two different vibes. I think I still take last year. They're
So do
both
I.
solid years.
So do I. But especially the new house for next year, Chucky. I feel like I feel like this is already a theory of mine that Horror Nights HHN 3032 is gonna blow out the other 2 years. So that's what I think. But enough of me talking. We're going to be ranking our final rankings for Halloween Horror Nights 31, the houses. And yeah, we should go first. You or me?
You want to start from 10 to 1? Alright. You do 10 and then I do my 10.
Okay, number 10. It's a house I saw had no wait time. No fucking wait time. It was a good house. I know it was supposed to be for another house, but it pulled out at the last minute. I got Hell Block Horror. Hell Block Horror is number 10. Again, for the scares, there's some scares that get you. Like the Yeti. What about you?
I have Hell Block Horror too.
Number 10 for Yeti? Okay.
Mm.
For number 9, I have Descendants of Destruction. I get it within New York and everything, but at the same time, I'm like, those two houses do get you. Honestly, they get you. There's some good scares in there, especially in Hellblock Horror with the Yeti and everything, and in Descendants of Destruction. Yeah. So what about
my number 9? Spirits of the Coven.
Bro, that's my house. That's my favorite house.
I don't like it. The idea was great. It's not great execution. If they would have just stayed with the whole thing of the flapper witches and not turning into those ugly witches, I felt like it would have been perfect, but they just didn't. The first, let's say, half is amazing. The rest sucks.
Honestly, that house, when I went opening night, I was like to my brother, I was like, I want to get fucking scared. We went to Spirits of the Coven. I got fucking scared. So yeah, my number 9 for me is Descendants of Destruction, and for him is my favorite house, Spirits of the Coven. For number 8, it's gonna shock everybody. Is Fiesta de Chupacabra. In reality, it made sense because if it made sense if you want to get like with masks and stuff, you want to get like scare shitless or whatever with people wearing masks. That's your house, but it's a good house. Otherwise, no disrespect for the last 3 houses we just ranked. So that's my number 8.
My number 8 is Bugs Eaten Alive.
Damn.
Overhyped from especially the people that work at Universal said it was the scariest house they've ever done. I doubt it.
It really wasn't.
It wasn't scary.
It really
Unless
wasn't.
you're like very like deathly afraid of bugs, but it's cool. It gives me Slaughter Cinema vibes.
It does.
It's cool. It's whatever.
It honestly gave me Scary Ohio vibes. Like
Yeah, it feels like something that they would have said happened in Scary Ohio or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
My number 7 is gonna shock everybody. It's probably like the most everybody's favorite house, but it's Halloween. Michael Myers, right? I get the concept. They're trying to make like a mix up of every the Halloween houses or whatever. Michael Myers is your number 7, my dude. But
my number 7 is Descendants of Destruction. It kept every time I went through, it just started getting up on my list. I don't know. It was just how weird it was. It's just weird, but those actors were going for it. Like every time they were going for it.
Especially at the end when you go underwater or something.
The bioluminescent people.
Yeah. So my number 7 is Halloween, and your number 7 is Descendants of Destruction. For number 6, again, this is just my opinion. Universal Monsters Legends Collide. It's an alright house, you know what I mean? I do get it that it's literally supposed to be like there's one part in Orlando and then one part in California, but they get together and give it the whole damn story. You know what I mean?
That's what I was saying.
Right, but so yeah, number 6 is Universal Monsters.
My number 6 is The Horrors of Blumhouse.
What the? Really?
I put this lower just cause there's not enough Freaky to the Black Phone. Like, I get Freaky was, comparing it to the one at Hollywood, Freaky, their Freaky is like almost the whole house, and they have no Black Phone. We have more Black Phone. We have less Freaky. If it would have been the funny parts from Freaky, that it would have been higher on my list. But the Black Phone part's the best part. That's why it's at 6.
They should literally have one. They should give like Universal, like just Black Phone. That would have been way better. But yeah, we're at number 5. So my number 6 is Universal Monsters. His number 6 is Blumhouse. My number 5 is Bugs Eaten Alive. It was a really entertaining house. I'm not gonna lie. It did go up in my list a couple times, right? But for number 5, I think it's good being there at number 5. Number 5 is Bugs Eaten Alive.
My number 5 is Halloween.
Okay.
I love how the house looked. You walk, it looks at that one part like you're like in the backyard. You're going through the 2 houses and you see the full Myers house. It was just amazing.
I have this meme. If you guys think about it, you know how Michael Myers is looking through the window?
Yeah.
That's like every person waiting for their Uber Eats order. But yeah, so your number 5 is
Halloween.
My number 5 is Bugs Eaten Alive. For number 4, I am nervous as fuck to say my number 4. And can you say your number 4 first?
My number 4 is Fiesta de Chupacabras. I loved the first sight line that you see, like the whole village just stacking up. This whole year was about like sight lines, things bigger than other things, and to me it was just amazing.
My number 4, I've been wrestling with the top 4 for like before I even made this damn video, is The Weekend After Hours Nightmare. Honestly, it's my house of the night. My house of the whole event, but there are other houses that are like way better, like scare aspect. You know what I mean? If you know the videos and if you know everything, The Weekend, like you're gonna get fucking hella scared. But should we tell them about what happened in the house?
If you want.
At the end. Yeah. Okay, so my number 4 is The Weekend After Hours Nightmare.
Now we're on what, number 3?
No, you're number 4.
I already said my number 4.
Oh,
Fiesta de Chupacabras.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, number 3. You say it. What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Dead Man's Pier, Winter's Wake. Beautiful house. Everything was perfect. Just scares at the beginning of the event. Let's say the first month, not scary. At the second half of the event, it was amazing. Every scare was there. If that second half happened in the first half, it would have been everybody's number 1. And I've seen people have it on number 1.
What house did you say?
Dead Man's Pier.
Yes, but they scare you from everywhere.
Now.
Yeah, for number 3, I have my favorite house, Spirits of the Coven. Honestly, that's my fucking house. You guys can tell me, oh yeah, it's trash or whatever. That's my house, my favorite house. I said it last year with Scary Ohio, right? And yeah, the Spirits of the Coven is number 3. For number 2,
I have Universal Monsters Legends Collide.
Damn.
House of the Year. It won House of the Year.
No way.
They won House of the Year.
Actually?
Yeah.
No way.
Over every house. Second half of the event, amazing. Every scare was there. They were going for it. They were like maybe an inch away from your face. It was just everything that you wanted it to be was there. At the first half, it sucked.
Dude,
it looks like they started hearing that people saying it was bad, so they ramped it up. So that's my number 2.
It got Universal in their feelings. For my number 2, I got Dead Man's Pier. A beautiful fucking house, right? Colors were right there. Colors were there. It looked like you were actually in the house while you were walking through it.
There's a whole ship.
Yeah, I feel like you're walking in the house. That's my house that's my number 2. For number 1, what's the number 1?
The Weekend After Hours Nightmare. Obviously, I've seen people have it at 4 or 5. People that were hating on it had it at 10, and then went up to 4.
You remember that person that was working at the house?
And he said he hated it.
There was a person at the working at the house, and they were like, completely trashing it. I don't know if he was either.
I don't know if he was joking or not.
I'm pretty sure he was joking, but you can tell. But I don't know. But yeah, number 2 for me is Dead Man. For number 1 is The Weekend,
mm-hmm.
and for me, the house of the event, in my opinion, has to be the horror of Blumhouse, Freaky, and the Black Phone, because the Freaky part was all right, because it scares. You just got Vince Vaughn coming out of nowhere and scaring you shitless. And when it comes to the Black Phone, the grabber, fantastic. That should legit be that's the only problem that I have with Blumhouse is with the Black Phone is because was the part where the grabber, right, was it should have been just one house, honestly, just for the Black Phone. So yeah, that's our list. Now we want to do scare zone. All right.
Should we start from 5 to 1?
Yeah.
My 5 is Horrors of Halloween. It's always at number. It's any scare zone as the first one. It's the one that people take pictures at. So there's always like people like standing there, and it's not always the scariest, but it's the one that you always like look at. But it's whatever.
For number 5 for me, I have Sweet Revenge.
What?
Sweet Revenge, right? It was all over the place. You know what I mean? It was all over the place. So yeah, my number. All right, what's your number 4?
Conjure the Dark.
Okay.
I didn't like it. That's it.
Was that the one with like all dead people and stuff?
No, Conjure the Dark was the one with right next to the Fast and Furious exit. They had like all the witches.
Yo, that shit was.
I don't like it.
My number 4 is Scarecrow, Cursed Soil. Right? Again, it was fucking terrifying. I've seen people. Didn't we hear somebody got kicked out?
Yeah.
Somebody got kicked out for doing what? Kicking somebody in the stilts or whatever. But yeah, what's your number 3?
Graveyard Deadly Unrest, one scare zone of the year. I didn't walk it through it as many times as I wanted to, but it was so cool. I like the costumes.
My number 3 is Horror of Halloween. Right? That's the one, the entrance, right?
Yeah.
I say number 3 because the pumpkin lore. There was hella people taking pumpkin lore pictures. So yeah. For my number 2, what's your number 2?
Scarecrow Cursed Soil. I love it. Scary. I love it. It was just dark. Couldn't see anything. I loved it.
Yeah, there was legit people like getting terrified. My number 2 is Conjure the Dark. I don't actually remember that one. I just put it there. But so yeah. My number 2 is Conjure the Dark. For number 1?
Mine is Sweet Revenge. Loved it. It had parade floats. It had like homemade costumes. It was amazing. It gave me real like 1950s vibe. It was amazing.
I was legit expecting Michael Myers to come out in that scare zone. In that scare zone. For my number 1 is Graveyard the Dark. The Dark what?
Deadly Unrest.
Yeah. I have the Graveyard for number 1. So yeah. Honestly, houses were good this year. I'm not gonna lie. Now, should we tell them what happened during the weekend?
You can tell.
All right. So it was like how many times did we go through the weekend when that happened?
What do you mean?
What time was it?
Probably like 6.
It was like 6 o'clock and like our last and final trip. So the worker was like, there was nobody. We're legit walking to the line, right, through fast passes and stuff, and then all of a sudden, my brother said, "Yo, there's nobody." He was legit jumping to see if there's anybody there, and there was like nobody, right, to the point that we started like walking. I was like, "There's no fucking way. There's no one there." We started walking. We started getting closer. We see nobody, and for the worker to say, "What did he say?"
He said, "You guys are so lucky. This never happens."
Through the weekend to the weekend house, I thought somebody was gonna do it like before us, but apparently we were the ones that we got so freaking lucky to go through the weekend house by ourselves with the workers being waiting for us to go through the whole house. Honestly, it was a good experience. Hopefully, you guys can experience that like next year. We'll probably do it again next year. But yeah, that's our list of the this year's Halloween Horror Nights 31. So did you like this event this year?
Yes, I liked it. Maybe tied to last year.
I think honestly, scare wise, there were some houses that weren't scary at all. Right? You guys can debate in the comments. Who list you agree with? I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with my list. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm Net Nobody 2. This is my brother. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.